Hey guys, it's Gary over at The Blast. Happy Monday morning. Over the weekend, Nick Gordon was arrested for domestic violence, for battery specifically. This was a story that we broke on The Blast early Sunday morning. The arrest happened Saturday, so the day before, out in Florida, just after midnight. Cops were called to the home that Nick Gordon shares with his girlfriend, Laura Leal. And there were differing stories about what happened. She claimed that she had picked Nick up from a bar where he had been drinking, and while she was driving him home, he allegedly struck her in the side of the face. He pulled her hair, and he allegedly also said that he was going to try and make her wreck the car that they were driving. She said that when they got home, there was a verbal argument that continued, and eventually cops were called. Now, Nick's story is a little different. He says that she was apparently crazy. That's the quote that he used, and that she threw a bottle at him and ripped his shirt. He did have a cut on his thumb, according to the police report, but cops said they did see visible swelling on the side of Laura's face, as well as dried blood on her lip. So Nick was arrested for the battery domestic violence. He bonded out Sunday mid-afternoon on a $500 bond. Now, what's interesting is he was actually, he skirted a prosecution last year for allegedly the same thing, for domestic violence against Laura Leal. She did not want to cooperate with prosecutors at the time, and they couldn't go forward with the case. Same kind of thing with this instance. She told cops that she did not want to press charges against Nick. She actually signed documentation saying that she would not go forward with the case. So, it's unclear what will happen. A lot of times prosecutors do feel that they can move forward even without the victim's cooperation, but it does make it a lot more difficult for them. So along with Nick Gordon, Bobby Brown, Bobby Christina's father, obviously we know who Bobby Brown is, he has commented on Nick Gordon's arrest. Now, remember, Bobby Brown and the rest of Bobby Christina's family sued Nick Gordon for the wrongful death of Bobby Christina. They were awarded a judgment, so he was legally responsible for her death, but he was never criminally charged, and so he was never criminally held responsible for anything. Nick Gordon has always claimed that he had nothing to do with Bobby Christina's death, but Bobby Brown now says that he sees the signs of domestic violence with Laura that he thinks, he believes happened to Bobby Christina. And he is now offering help for Laura. He wants her to get involved with a charity that he started in Bobby Christina's name to help fight domestic violence. And he's offering the services for Laura. And he said that he does not want to see the same thing happen to Laura that happened to his daughter. So obviously very, very intense. Keep checking out The Blast. We will have more on this as it goes forward, especially, Nick's side of things, when he finally, breaks his silence. But very crazy situation. And make sure to keep following us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and keep checking out The Blast for the biggest breaking news around.